Nobody expected this. In the middle of a glamorous event, with cameras flashing and fans screaming, Yang suddenly dropped to one knee, right in front of Dilraba. The crowd gasped. Some thought it was a publicity stunt. Others were too stunned to breathe. But then, he pulled out a ring. A real diamond ring. The moment everyone thought would never happen, was finally here. For years, fans have been speculating about Yang and Dilraba. They starred together in dramas, shared undeniable chemistry, and fueled endless rumors. But both of them always kept quiet, leaving people to wonder, was it real, or just acting? Behind the scenes, though, their story was unfolding in silence. Yang had always admired Dilraba's strength and beauty. On set, he noticed the little things, the way she stayed behind after long shoots to rehearse her lines, how she cared for the staff, and the quiet confidence she carried into every room. Dilraba, on the other hand, had always respected Yang's dedication. He wasn't just another handsome actor, he was disciplined, focused, and surprisingly humble for someone so famous. But more than that, he had a way of making her laugh during the most stressful days. Still, they both knew how dangerous rumors could be. In their industry, even the smallest hint of romance could explode into controversy. So, they kept their feelings hidden. On the surface, they were just co-stars. But privately, their connection was undeniable. Years went by. The world kept shipping them, but they both stayed silent. That silence only made the anticipation grow stronger. And then, came the turning point. Yang had been planning something in secret. Not a casual dinner. Not a quiet confession. No, he wanted to make a statement, something unforgettable. He knew the risks. He knew the media would twist it, fans would scream, and critics would question everything. But in his heart, he was ready. So when Dilraba walked into that event, she had no idea what was coming. She was dressed in a stunning gown, her smile lighting up the red carpet. To her, it was just another glamorous evening. To him, it was the moment that would change everything. As the cameras flashed, Yang took her hand. Everyone thought it was just a friendly gesture for the photos. But then, he went down on one knee. The noise in the room stopped. People froze, trying to process what they were seeing. Dilraba's eyes widened. This wasn't in the script. This wasn't planned. It was real. Yang looked up at her, his voice steady but full of emotion. Dilraba, he said, we've shared the screen, we've shared laughter, and we've shared countless memories. But what I want most, is to share my life with you. Gasps filled the air. Some fans screamed in disbelief. Others were crying already. And then, he opened the box. Inside was a ring that sparkled under the lights, a symbol that this was no joke, no drama scene. This was a confession in front of the entire world. Dilraba froze. For a moment, she didn't move. People held their breath. Would she reject him? Would she laugh it off as a prank? Then slowly, she covered her mouth, tears welling in her eyes. She nodded. Just once, but it was enough to send the room into chaos. Yang slipped the ring onto her finger. The crowd erupted. Some cheered, some screamed, and the cameras went wild. It was the proposal no one thought would ever happen. Social media exploded within minutes. Hashtags about Yang and Dilraba trended worldwide. Some fans couldn't believe it was real. Others said they had been waiting for this moment for years. Memes, edits, and fan reactions flooded every platform. But for Yang and Dilraba, none of that mattered. In that moment, it wasn't about fame, or careers, or headlines. It was just two people finally admitting what they had known for a long time. Later, sources close to them revealed that Yang had been planning the proposal for months. He wanted it to be bold. He wanted it to be unforgettable. And he wanted to show the world that what they had was real. As for Dilraba, she later confessed in an interview that she was completely shocked, but also deeply moved. I didn't expect it, she admitted, but when I saw him on one knee, I realized, my heart had already decided long ago. And so, one of the most talked about pairs in the industry finally made it official. What started as on-screen chemistry turned into one of the most shocking, unforgettable proposals the entertainment world has ever seen. Nobody expected Yang to take such a bold step. Nobody expected Dilraba to say yes in front of the entire world. But that's exactly what makes this story so powerful. Sometimes, love isn't quiet. Sometimes, it's loud, public, and impossible to ignore. The question now is simple: what comes next for Yang and Dilraba? A wedding? A family? Or will they keep some parts of their love story hidden, away from the flashing cameras? One thing is certain, this moment has already gone down in history. Yang and Dilraba, no longer just co-stars, no longer just rumors, but partners in life. And it all started with one shocking moment, when Yang finally proposed. But of course, when something this big happens, not everyone reacts the same way. While fans across the world celebrated, the media went into a frenzy. Every outlet wanted an exclusive interview. Every headline screamed about the proposal. Some questioned whether it was a stunt to promote a new project. Others insisted it had to be genuine, because no acting could capture the raw emotions seen on Yang's face. What truly silenced the doubts, however, was how Dilraba herself reacted in the days that followed. Instead of hiding, she proudly appeared with the ring on her finger. When reporters tried to ask questions, she didn't run away. She simply smiled, as if to say, "Yes, this is real. Yes, I said yes." Behind closed doors, though, Yang and Dilraba knew the real challenge was only beginning. Being together in private was one thing. Being together in the public eye, with millions watching their every move, was another story entirely. But they were ready. Yang told close friends that he didn't propose just to make headlines. He proposed because he didn't want to waste more time. He had seen how fragile life in the spotlight could be, how quickly opportunities come and go, how easily people can be misunderstood. For him, choosing Dilraba wasn't about risk. It was about certainty. And Dilraba? She admitted to a friend that her heart had been unsure for a long time. Not unsure about Yang, but unsure if she could handle the pressure of the world watching. Yet in that moment, with him kneeling in front of her, she realized something simple: love doesn't wait for perfect timing. Love creates its own timing. Soon after, rumors about their wedding began spreading like wildfire.